In previous videos, I told you that I would come back and talk to you about earnest money and what exactly it is, because there's a lot of misunderstanding, especially with somebody who is just buying their first home and they don't understand how the earnest money comes into play and what it does for them and what it means and its relevance in the real estate contract. Earnest money is the first deposit of a down payment. So, as I had said in previous videos, if you were buying a $100,000 house and you had a 20% down payment, your down payment would be $20,000. If you put down $1,000 earnest money, then the remainder of your down payment at closing would be $19,000, because the $1,000 earnest money was an initial deposit of your down payment. Okay? Now, is your earnest money at risk? Yes. Yes, it is, if you do not follow due diligence to the contract. Now, I have heard real estate agents say, oh, it's no big deal. Just put your earnest money down. And if the contract doesn't close, you get it back. Okay, so that's not right. If your agent says that, when you get through watching this video, you'll know how to explain to them what exactly earnest money is and get your agent trained correctly, or get another agent. Anyway, earnest money is when you make an offer on a house and you offer them $100,000 with $1,000 earnest money. You're saying to that seller, Mr. Seller, I am serious about my contract and I'm serious enough to put $1,000 of my hard-earned money up front, saying that you can have it if I don't fulfill my contract. Okay? Now, if the house doesn't appraise, there's a ton of contingencies in most private treaty real estate contracts, like if the house doesn't appraise, or if you can't come to an agreement on home inspections, if you lose your job, if financing falls through. A lot of those things come in and you can get your earnest money back or a portion of it. However, let's say you're 3 weeks through a contract, you've made some requests for repairs on things, or the seller has had to do some things to make the house meet your mortgage requirements. They can be reimbursed. That seller can be reimbursed for their cost out of the earnest money, okay? So there's no guarantee that you're going to get it all back. Any real estate contract has some risk in it. Maybe I've talked about this before, but your first risk is your earnest money. And then you pay for an appraisal, which may or may not come out right. And those two things for sure, including your home inspection, all of those are upfront money that you may not get back if you don't close on the house, or for some reason you can't close on the house. Okay? So you make your offer, you put your earnest money, everything's going to go perfect, and it's going to be part of the initial down payment at closing. So if you needed $20,000 at closing, well, now you only need $19,000 because you've already started putting that money down on the down payment and closing cost. Okay, so as you go through the contract, as long as you follow the contract and what I'm going to teach you in a series of videos, as long as your appraisals ordered on time, as long as you've made recommendations, requests for repairs on time, as long as you followed your contract and done due diligence, your earnest money is not in jeopardy. It's where you do not follow the contract, that's where you get in trouble. So here recently, we've had some very tight times where the strongest buyer gets the contract, right? The most earnest buyer gets the contract. If you're going to buy a house and you're dedicated to the home and you're dedicated to following the contract, I don't have a problem with you coming in and saying, Mr. Seller, we want your house. We're going to put $5,000 earnest money. We're going to put $5,000 of our hard-earned money saying we intend to buy the house, and if we walk away and we don't follow our contract, you get the $5,000. I don't have a problem with you doing that. If you're strong and you know what you're doing and you do intend to buy the house, it can put you in a very positive position if that seller's looking at 2 or 3 contracts and one's got 500 and one's got 1,000, and you're sitting here with 20% down and you're willing to risk 25% of the 20% down as earnest to guarantee them that you're going to close on the house. It's a nice negotiating tool. Earnest money, like I said, you got to have it. You can use it to strengthen yourself and put you in a good position, but you do need to know this contract. And like I'm saying, I'm going through the video and I'm going to teach you the contract. Follow the contract through to the word. Just make sure everything's done within the time frames and what's going on, and you should be fine and your earnest money won't be jeopardized. However, if you go down to the convenience store and you buy a Powerball and you win and you move to Tahiti and you do not close on the contract, you do not get your earnest money back. Actually, don't do that either, because if you make that much money, you're probably just going to be obligated to buy the house cash anyway. So earnest money is what it is. It's an upfront deposit of your initial final down payment saying, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, we love your home. We want to buy your home. We want to make memories here, and we're going to offer this deposit to be held in escrow until closing, guaranteeing that we will fulfill our contract. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to watch and keep an eye on our YouTube channel, like and subscribe, and then go find the home of your dreams. Turn it into that blessing you deserve. Buy it with confidence, and as always, go have a blessed day.